Right then, everyone, who would like to go first?
Well, Emma,
Yeah.
bear in mind my channel is a child-friendly channel. and Sky don't have to apologise yet.
Sky.
It's not over. The match itself, the season is now no longer over. It was over midweek, Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's now no longer over. That's right.
Is this a question?
Is that right?
I think, I don't know how best to put this, but the players, demonstrated all the things I've taught over years. They drove it. They led it. It all came from them. They never gave up. They had belief amongst them. They maintained the drive, the determination, no matter the setbacks. And they wanted to make sure that they sent Kings Meadow and Fran and Maron, yes, me too, it off in a way that was fitting of what 12 years have been about. And I learned so much from them today. I really did. I learned a lot about the importance of belief. I learned the importance of don't write Chelsea off. But I have to say, the players have driven that, and they were exceptional, especially second half.
How are you feeling just after 4 o'clock this afternoon? When you heard yourself presumably the City house?
I didn't watch the game. I was driving here. I was in the car with Denise. And Denise, I was actually on a call with LJ to see if she was coming into the game. And Denise screamed in my ear that the goal had gone in, and we asked LJ to commentate for the last 4 minutes. And it went like this. I was on the other end of the phone. I went, can't you? She went, all right, Williamson. And then it stopped. And then she was behind, and it was like a bizarre situation where I was sat outside of Fat Boys. And I was looking at everyone in Fat Boys, and I was thinking, what's going on? Like, it's all a bit mental. And the fans then started cheering, and it felt like the door was ajar. And it obviously was. And I feel we had to score at least 6 to give ourselves a chance. It was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you change your formation or your lineup as a consequence, perhaps, of what happened after 4 o'clock?
No, I picked the same team that was prepared yesterday. And that for me was important. Like, no matter the scoreline or the situation, I trust in the squad. So I changed absolutely nothing from what we prepared from yesterday. But I changed something in the second half to be able to get even more attacking players on the pitch. But listen, it's not about tactics. It's attitude. It's attitude. Like, the attitude, the desire, the determination, the mentality. That's what Chelsea is. And every coach that sits here and tells you otherwise, like, they're just full of shit. They are.
Tim?
Emma, it must have given you huge pride to see Millie's long, diagonal, pinpoint passes back at Kingsmead.
I've missed them.
Me too.
I've missed them immensely. I think it's always a bit unfair because, you know, players who've been playing have been putting in great performances for the shirt. But she's the captain of this club. And, yeah, she's not at her best yet. It looks like that sometimes, but it's the character. It's the mentality. It's that winning that I felt that's been a little bit absent in us on a consistent basis was absolutely amongst us today. And
How was she after the full game?
I don't know, but she's made a tough stuff, so I'm sure she'll recover. And listen, Jess and Keith have played a lot of games. Like, no matter what, they've done a great job for the team. It's just today, like, it was the 3rd game in a week after a tough spell, and it was the right time to make changes, and everyone delivered. Like, this is not about Millie or anyone else. Like, the whole team delivered today. And it was Guru's best performance.
Jen?
So more of the same against Tottenham in a week and a half then?
I think it's fair to say I'm sure there'll be another twist because it wouldn't be the same. What I know is that my team will not give up. They will not give up. This is who we are. And tonight is I don't know, it'd be a memory for me forever. Those players taught me so much today.
Were you believers almost doubting yourself at some point then, and the players rejuvenate that or gave it back?
I just wanted to take the pressure off of them a little bit. You know, after Thursday, I wanted to take the pressure off of them, and I really mean what I say. Like, they've been amazing in my time here. Like, I'm going to have a photo on Tuesday with 15 trophies in my time here. Like, my time's been successful, and those players have done a lot. We've won 4 doubles in a row, or 4 titles in a row, sorry. It's just, you know, it's hard to keep sustaining it, but I just figured it's best to take the pressure off of the team and talk about and celebrate the other things. I think it was the right tactic for me to do that post-game. But I did say to the team, it's so crucial that we have to be ready if there is a slip-up. We're not in the driving seat. I still think it's tough to win the title. Even if we've got a game in hand, look at the opponents we have to face. Like an Aston Villa. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think Carla will put in a great performance in her last game in charge. And we have to play a brilliant Tottenham team and a Man United team who knocked us out of the cup. Like, long way to go yet. But at least we go into those games fresh. That is something we haven't done for a while.
Earlier on in the season, you were saying how you really wanted to have more of a race and the teams be more competitive with Chelsea. Are you enjoying having a title race outside, literally neck to neck, week in, week out?
I don't think you really enjoy it any time anyway. Every win just feels like a relief. Me and Fran talked about this yesterday. There's not a lot of enjoyment in what you do. You think there is. It looks like there is. But trust me, it's just build, win, release. Build, lose, recover. It's like you have to go through a lot emotionally, mentally. And I think we've journeyed a lot this year. And everyone's wrote us off. So you better buckle up, everyone. Because we ain't going to lay down easily. Not now. We're alive.
And then obviously, earlier on, we had an incredible home send-off for you, Marin, and for Fran. How were the 3 of you all feeling after that?
Exhausted. I feel drained by it because... No, listen, I want to soak it in and take it in, and I kept saying this to my son, say thank you and show humility and gratitude for everything that Chelsea has given us in our lives. I shouldn't say this, but I can't help it. I can't see I'll ever work for another football club again. That's how much I love this place. It's my home, it's my family, it's my community, and it's emotional in a very, I'd say, a subdued way because there's a title race, but don't think I'm not feeling it. I thought today was really, really hard for me to coach. Really, really hard. There was a lot going on.
I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you.
It's been incredible to start to now.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Kit.
Hi Emma. Aggie Giants wrapped up a good performance on Wednesday with an equally good performance today.
I'm just so proud we've produced a player. It's one of our own, and someone who I thought she took the game by the scruff of the neck, especially at 2-0. Getting the 3rd goal was Aggie scores goals. Aggie gets in great positions. She's deserving as where she is, and there's nothing more than watching one of your own players come through. Well proud of her.
Frank Kirby kind of near the end, it looked like she had a couple of chances where she maybe could have shot from 20, 25 yards, but in the past, were you willing out to shoot?
Yeah, I think it's a lot. Like, you have to realise emotionally, she's won 14 titles here. It's been her life. Like, of course, Fran and Maren, they want to come on and do well for the team. It's a lot emotionally to, like, process all of that and deliver everything. But Fran played her part. She drove the team in the second half. I think everybody who came from the bench did a tremendous job. It was a great whole squad effort today.
And would you be sending a thank you note to Jonas Ardebal after today?
Well, I'm not going to say anything. But I've always loved Swedish players. And I love Stina Blackstenius. She's a quality striker. Yeah.
Can I ask you about Carla Watt? Because you mentioned her and she obviously said, you know, the reason she's leaving for the reason is she wants to break and to spend more time with the family.
Yeah.
You've spoken about how draining management can be,
Yeah.
what you have to sacrifice, and she's obviously a manager. Probably a lot of people think she's got a lot of potential to be at the top of the game, but sometimes it can, it takes you have to give up a lot to be in this job.
I don't wish it on anyone for the most part. I think the pressures, the expectations are through the roof. I think she don't have the media engagements I have, so she gets away lightly there. But I think the future for women in coaching is to have co-head coaches. 2 women coaching team, maybe 2 mums. I don't know, Rachel Yankee and Jane Ludlow, to give you good examples. I think the only way you're going to keep women in the game is to create situations that are different. And they do it well in America. There's often husband-wife teams or, co-head coaches for this reason. I think it's important for... but I'm not sure anyone really cares, to be quite frank. I think no one deep down really cares whether there's going to be women coaching at the top.
I was going to ask if you were concerned because it was another female.
Oh yeah, no, it did. I could see it completely disappearing. Yeah, 100%. I think we have to reflect on that as a whole, because I think the women's game's going very much in exactly the same direction of the men's game, and there are, of course, positive areas that I think there's a lot of negatives to it too.
Whose responsibility is to change? Is it like Yuko that's coming in?
Yeah.
That they've got to bring something in, like an idea you mentioned or something else to keep women in coaching jobs in this country?
Yeah, they got to think about a lot of things. I don't think it's just that. Like, you're dealing with a world now where the pressures and the expectations are just the same, but the women's game is becoming a place that is changing quite quickly. Cool. Yeah.
Just 2 questions from me, Emma. In this press conference, we've obviously been through emotions. We talked about how emotional you're feeling with your send-off here, the light-hearted bit with Lauren James giving you the commentary, the advocacy moment when you're giving your game and thinking of the game as a whole. And you talked about the pressures that come with the role that you have is being everything to everyone at all times, not just as a manager at Chelsea, to the wider women's game that we have here. What's that pressure been like over the last few weeks? And I don't know if that played a role in deleting your socials this week. How do you manage all of that?
I had a chat with Jurgen Klopp about it this week. I think it's ridiculous what everybody expects of a football manager. We're human beings. We have lives. This isn't about anything else than, in my opinion, getting you lot paid for tomorrow. And because of that, maybe we've lost a little bit of sight around, like, I don't know, the things that I think become important. I understand everybody's under pressure. Everybody's got to get headlines. Everybody's got to grab content. But I think for football managers, we're in an impossible position, because every day we're in a place where no matter what we say, it'll be turned into something that gets you guys paid, and at the same time puts us in a position where we're just pieces of meat. And I won't miss it for sure. And of course I have to do press and media, and there's lots of amazing things that come with it, but what I've learnt is that the volume of abuse you have to tolerate is unacceptable, and the dangers of where the women's game is going is that, and this, by the way, is not just coming from me, this is how the players feel too. Players feel the same way. The volume of trolling, the volume of nastiness that's coming in our game. That's why I say it's getting like the men's game, and yeah, we might have to accept that, but guess what will happen? There'll be an even bigger distance between everything we do with you guys, and for me, that's the sad thing, that's leaving the game.
And just one more from me, you said in your speech about Denise, and you said here about to retain female talent, you maybe need these partnerships at the top level. What has she been like for you and during your time here?
Oh, listen, Denise, in my time for a long time, we're so different. We couldn't be more different. We are polar opposites of each other, and that works. Just like Paul and I are polar opposites of each other. Denise is, you know, someone who she's journeyed, she's coached at the top for a long time. Her experience has been invaluable, her wisdom has been invaluable, but most importantly, her loyalty and her friendship is, at the end of the day, that's all I really care for in life, is the things that matter, the people that matter. And, you know, I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity to coach alongside an exceptional coach.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao, guys. See you later.
Well done, Emma.
See you next week.
See you here. I won't see you here.
Oh, come sit with us.